Hi, everybody. DJ Yoakley with you and a special guest joining me. It's Mikey Kushner of the Poland baseball team and football team. And a very special day for you, Mr. Kushner, today putting pen to paper and talking about joining the Mount Union Football Raiders. Talk to me about what went into that decision and excitement that builds for you and your family.
Mount Union, they've always had a great program, and that's kind of what really stuck out to me. I like to win. Winning's not given. You got to earn the win. But I'm looking to go earn my way to the national championship along with my teammates. And another factor that came into that is being so close to my family.
Yeah, you're a big family guy. I mean, you have one of the best families around, in my opinion. When you look at it, all the things that you guys did, we were able to be, YSN, able to be part of your signing today, live and in person. You had a lot of family there. And one of the things that stood out to me, I think it was your grandma that was in on FaceTime.
Oh,
And
yeah.
tell me about that. I mean, she was crying after it.
Yeah, so my grandparents are actually in Florida right now. They're living in the Florida Keys, and the Keys are blocked off, so only residents are allowed to live down there. So they're staying down there to stay safe from the coronavirus. So that's why she was upset. She was just upset that she couldn't be there today.
And what does that mean to you? Just knowing that your grandparents wanted to be in the 5-degree weather that we had outside during your signing so bad, just to be a part of this day for you.
Well, I mean, my grandma's always been there for me. I remember her. We literally took her car with us to Tennessee when we were 14 years old. She's been to every tournament that she's been able to come to, every game, at whatever. She's always there.
The thing that I like about you most, Mikey, is that you could have played two different sports, and the opportunity is still there at Mount Union, obviously, to play two different sports. But you chose football, you chose the winning path, and you're going to go in as a kicker. But you said something to me right before this interview started that really stood out to me. Tell everybody else what you're thinking about.
So, I mean, I've always trained to play any position that the coaches needed me to play. So whatever the coaches need me to play and whatever helps the team win is what I'll do.
So when you look at that, where did you learn that kind of mentality, that whatever it takes mentality? Does that come from Poland? Does that come from your family, or a mixture of the two?
Well, I mean, my whole life, I kind of just did everything. Like, my parents always made me play multiple sports growing up. And I never really played football growing up until about, I don't know, maybe my 7th grade year. And then my coach told me to quit. So I quit my 8th grade year. I came back my freshman year, was a team captain, played quarterback. Never played a snap of defense. And the first ball I ever kicked, it didn't even make it to the field goal post. So, I mean, it's kind of just, you got to try stuff to build and grow. And I like doing whatever it takes to help my team win. So I kind of just did it all.
This has been an interesting recruitment year for you. It's been an interesting year for all the class of 2020. What are you going to remember most about this year, and kind of maybe from the highs to the lows and somewhere in between?
Ooh. I mean, obviously, I will remember my senior year forever. I mean, this doesn't really happen to a lot of people. Obviously, this is new to a lot of people. But my most memorable moments will definitely come from that football team. Growing up, played with them my entire life, whether that was in the backyard or on the football field or on a sports field, honestly. But I don't know. It's just, I have so many vivid memories from football. I literally could go back and tell you whatever game, whatever play, I remember it.
Mikey, the funny thing about you is that everybody acknowledges you for what you do on the football field. You had a chance to get some acknowledgement on the baseball field this year, and due to the coronavirus, all spring sports are canceled, and you don't have that chance. Do you feel cheated of your opportunity your senior year?
I mean, I'm not going to say the word cheated, because there's a lot of kids out there that didn't get an experience to have their senior year.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm along with those students, but you got to just find a way to be happy and forget about what could have been or what could have happened. But I think last year, being knocked out first round in the playoffs, and then Hubbard getting kicked out, and then us having to come back in was just like, it was kind of a sign, man. Like, that doesn't happen very often. And then looking back at it, that was bigger than those last 2 games. I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Are you going to miss taking the diamond with your Bulldogs? I mean, is that something that really is going to push you, and you're going to look back and say, man, what could have been?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've been playing baseball for the past 12 years every spring and summer, and this was the first time I haven't been playing baseball basically for the past 12 years. And what I'll miss most is definitely playing with my guys from Poland, because I grew up with them, and literally since I was 5 years old playing baseball in the backyard with all of them.
Other than feeling about 5 degrees to 10 degrees of temperature today, what else was going through your mind when you put pen to paper and signed with Mount Union?
Not to mess up during this interview. But no, what I was thinking about was the next step of my life. I was really happy to finally get everything out of the way and officially be a Mount Union Raider. What
kind of legacy do you think that you've left at Poland? I mean, what are people going to remember most about Mikey Kushner?
That's a tough question, man.
Yeah, we're getting deep, dude.
Hopefully, I want them to remember me as a great teammate and someone that just brought the energy to practice every day, and anything that would help the team win, I'd do.
What was it like to look around this morning and see, 3 of your classmates signing on the dotted line? One of them going to the same school as you, playing on the same team as you, another YSU football player, and then you look to your left and you've got Maddie signing with BG. What's that like for you as a Bulldog? Does that make you proud?
Oh, it makes me incredibly proud. I'll actually be rooming with Zach up in Mount Union. And then Voidis, he'll be so close to home, I'll be able to come catch a game if we don't play at the same time, or just go look at that. And then Maddie, I was actually went to preschool with Maddie, so I've known her my entire life. And her being able to actually go out and compete competitively, she's always been doing that, but for her to actually do that for a college is very cool.
Can you talk to the younger generations about what the recruitment process was like for you and the decisions that went into it, and ultimately, what's most important to you?
Go somewhere where you're going to be happy. That's the main thing. But the recruitment process, it's tough. Coaches, they'll tell you what you want to hear, but you got to really find the right ones. And I don't know how to say this, but find the ones that fit you, I should say.
Okay.
Realize what the coaches have to offer and if their offer is actually very true.
No, I love it, man. That's great advice. Talk to me about your role models on and off the field. Who are they, and what advice have they given you?
One of my role models is my papa. He's been a hard worker his entire life, and just having him along my side means a lot to me. A football player I actually look up to was Lynn Bowden, and it's crazy watching him get drafted. That was very surreal. He was a big influence on why I actually started playing football again. I wanted to play quarterback and be like him, but obviously I turned out to be a kicker. So
kickers are athletes too, just that Pat McAfee, right?
That's right.
Hey, don't count it out. I mean, we've seen Purple Raiders get drafted before, Pierre Garçon, and he's had a pretty daggone good career.
Yes, sir.
When you look at your future, ultimately you've got to be a student athlete. What are you going to study, and what do you want to do, quote unquote, when you grow up?
I'm actually going in the sports business. I'd like to be a part of the NFL. Any way I could possibly be a part of the NFL, whether that's playing or running the team. Yeah, I've always wanted to be in the NFL.
There you go, Roger Goodell.
Get there.
I said, there you go, Roger Goodell. If you're looking for somebody to run the future of the National Football League, you don't have to look very far. Just look to Mikey Kushner. Mikey, congratulations on everything. Best of luck to you and your family and everything you do. We'll be following you, brother.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.